are back with 843 TV, and I'm delighted to have Leigh Copeland, who is the assistant to the president. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. This lady, she is so busy behind the scenes, and you just make a lot of things happen. So when we come into our show, we see Leigh, and you're always giving us
never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. So let's start with the first. When you walk into the beautiful building, you see signs for Foodseum. I don't know what that word means. Tell me what that means.
Well, so that was kind of a creative idea we had. When we first started talking about building the Culinary Institute, we knew that we wanted some sort of interpretive center that was going to explore the history of Southern food. And so we coined the name Foodseum, which is food museum kind of mashed together. And so the Foodseum will explore the history and the future of Southern food and cuisine. So it will be opening we hope to open early next year.
So are you going to have the murals on the wall type of thing?
We're going to have
describe it to us.
Sure. So the footprint itself is pretty small. It's about 1,200 square feet. Mm-hmm. And within the walls, we will have about 8 to 10 exhibits that explore a variety of different features of Southern food. So we're going to be looking at ingredients. You know, where did the ingredients come from? How did they get here? And upon studying that, you'll learn there's 3 major groups that we trace our roots to in terms of Southern food.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm curious. So of course, the Native Americans certainly had influence over what we eat here, as well as all of the European settlers that came over. And then we can't forget the enslaved people that arrived here from Africa and other areas. And so that's what makes Southern food so unique. It's really this fusion of these 3 very different cultures that came together to create the cuisine we know and love today.
And everybody loves Southern cuisine. Everybody loves grits. Shrimp and grits, that seems to be a big favorite. Yeah. Corn. Yep. Something with corn all the time.
Yes.
Barbecue.
That's right. And so it's one of the exhibits that we'll be opening with spotlights.
So who created barbecue? Where did that come from?
We're going to delve into all of that. We're working on copy for a very specific barbecue exhibit. And then we're also going to have an exhibit showing the pathways of those ingredients, food growth maps, what's grown where in the South. And then we'll have some spotlights on certain kind of quintessential Southern dishes that will talk about the ingredients and how they came to be, plus tons of artifacts, and most of them curated by our very own Miles Huff.
Oh, yeah. I love that idea. And also golden rice.
Yes.
That is from this area, which people I didn't even know.
And rice is really kind of what put us on the map. And so you mentioned coming in. When you come into our space, the first thing you see at the center of it all is this beautiful table, poplar table, handcrafted by the Woodworkers Guild over in Sun City. And so we already have that in place. It's 12 foot long. It's a beautiful piece. But the ends are fashioned to look like rice gates that were used in cultivation centuries ago. And so figuratively and literally, rice was sort of at the center of it all. And so we're going to explore that story as well.
Well, when I walked in, I saw the table. It just was very pretty. I mean, it's very statuesque, but I almost felt like having a Thanksgiving meal at that table. It brought me to the table. I thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a meal here?
Yes.
And maybe you'll do that? Or
yes, and that was kind of our vision. We'll think about all of the great meals. They're usually around a table, right? And so we wanted that table to be the center of the museum. And so when we think about Southern food, we think about those families, friends gathered around the table, and that's kind of the springboard for the whole thing.
Well, it's very beautiful and it's exciting. And you know, just talking with, Chef Jackie and Chef Miles, it's just so much going on. But since you are, tell us what's going on in the future, because we're now 6 months old. First fall curriculum's coming up, and that starts in a few months, and summer's now. Where else are we going with all this?
So, well, kind of related to the Foodseum, will be opening in a few months. And so I mentioned that it has a small physical footprint, but what's really going to really expand the offerings are all of the different courses and seminars we'll be offering that pair with the Foodseum. So you might read about rice, maybe then you can go and enjoy a lecture from someone that talks a little bit more about rice, what they're doing with rice today in the state of South Carolina and beyond. So there's going to be lots of programs coming on board early next year that will expand the whole educational component of all that. And then related, we are gearing up to offer a number of personal enrichment courses. We know that not everyone can devote a year or two to studying all of the ins and outs of culinary and hospitality. So we're going to be offering a number of seminars, anywhere from how do you make shrimp and grits?
Oh,
there you
cooking
go.
classes. So.
Right, cooking classes, cookbook authors, signings, just really everything and anything, maybe some cooking competitions right here in the auditorium. So we are gearing up to create all of those classes. If you have ideas or suggestions, let us know. We'd love to hear more about what everyone in the community wants to learn more about.
You know, what I think I love about this is you're integrating the community, but you are bringing such quality programming and quality experiences, and I know our community is just going to just explode and enjoy so much of this because we love it. I mean, who doesn't love food? We all love food, but I love. And also want to share with you, the building is beautiful. Just sitting here, I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm standing here, but you see this auditorium, it feels good. It feels like it's a happy place. And all the faculty and administration, when you walk into the building, it's a good experience. It's a wonderful experience, actually.
And the name itself was intentional. We're the Culinary Institute of the South. We are hoping to draw beyond the Lowcountry and really be a national draw for anyone who is interested in learning about culinary.
Well, and we have resources here. We have amazing hotels and private chefs and private restaurants that I sure can facilitate the internships and all the things that you need as well. Well, Leigh, thank you so much for joining me. Lovely to see you. And also think about you're looking for further education, you want something new in your life, go to the website. It's right there on the screen. It'll help you. All right. Thanks for joining me. And this is 843 TV, where communities come to speak.